It's all right, Cord. You can tell me. What happened in Java?
I shouldn't have come here.
No. Where else can you take a burden like this? It is time to lay it down.
You know, it's funny. I used to like a night like this. I used to think I could wrap myself up in the darkness and just forget that I ever even went to Java.
But the night is no longer an escape for you, is it? Because the memories chase after into your dreams, don't they?
I'm starting to think I'm losing it, Angela.
Then stop running from it, Cord. Let out that awful secret that has taken up your heart and your mind.
I have a feeling if I tell you about it, you may end up hating me.
No, I won't. I am here to help you. Please, Cord, you are on the threshold. Don't pull back now. Tell me what happened in Java. Tell me, and let the peace back into your nights.
I killed the man.
At night, when the world sleeps, ghosts and spirits come out. Oh, no, it's true.
What was that?
What's the matter, Al?
The ghosts are coming. They're after us. The book says so. The spirits won't stop until they get us. What? Oh.
Vicky?
Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, I thought I might find Nora here.
Why doesn't that surprise me? Actually, I thought I saw her leave.
What are you doing here?
I'm covering the trial. I have to get this done.
Oh, you writing about Andrew's testimony today?
Yeah. Trying not to be too happy about it. Apparently, Nora really destroyed Andrew on the stand.
Yeah, but that was a big boost to Kevin's case. You ought to be happy about that.
You know something, Bo? When I heard about what Andrew had said on the stand, it suddenly struck me that I'm in large part responsible for Kevin being here in this courtroom at all.
How you doing, Marty?
Okay.
I came by to apologize.
What?
Today, my testimony.
Told the truth. You thought I was lying? That's what you said.
What are you doing with those?
Making a few alterations. This is the kind of dress I used to wear out on nights like this, when I was a lying tramp that you described in court today.
Please. Marty, I can't tell you how sorry I am about what happened in that courtroom today. Nora Gannon had me over a barrel.
She asked you to tell the truth about what you thought when you first heard that I'd been raped. That's all.
If only I'd never doubted you.
You did. These guys are gonna get off.
Don't say that.
They are. Scot-free.
Would you just cut it out? This thing is not over yet.
You and Andrew. are my strongest witnesses. And I still came off looking like the only two things that I do are lie and sleep around.
So what are you gonna do? Give up?
See, the taxpayers a lot of money.
Marty!
No jury in Lambie's gonna take my word over Kevin Buchanan's. There's no way. So I might as well just do what everyone thinks I do best.
How could you possibly blame yourself for Kevin being on trial?
When I went to see Marty in the hospital, and she told me that she had been raped, I am the one who urged, no, I did not urge her. I insisted that she press charges. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined she was going to accuse my son, Kevin. Me and my big mouth, right? If I hadn't said anything, Kevin might not have had to sit at that table all day today.
Vicky, you did what you always do. You tried to help someone.
Oh, some help. My son is on trial for rape.
Look, I can imagine how hard this is for you to sit here and have to watch Kevin go through all this, but don't ever think that you're anything but the most wonderful, caring mother in the world. And that's not just from me. You know who I'm quoting right now? Clint Buchanan on the phone today.
Well, Clint is a generous man.
Look at you. You're already looking at me like I'm some kind of a monster.
No, I am not. Why don't we start at the beginning? Who did you kill?
Darius Bashtar was his name. He lived in Java.
He was a friend of yours?
More than that, he saved my life. See, the whole reason I was over in Java in the first place is because my stepsister Megan's husband, Jake, was over there, and he was stuck in this prison. I was supposed to try to get him out. Well, we get him out, and we're trying to escape, and that's when I got shot. Oh, I fell into the river. The current pushed me a couple miles down, and Darius is the one who fished me out. He barely spoke any English, but he was like a brother to me. He nursed me back to health. He was right there by my side, day in, day out, about 3 weeks. See, I was incredibly weak after this gunshot wound, and the troops had been searching all the villages for rebels. They found me at Darius's place, and they arrested both of us on the spot. They took me and Darius to this POW camp that was real close to the coast. Just seeing the conditions of this place made me wish that I had died in that river. I got real sick again. And of course, Darius again took care of me. But you know, something had changed about him. I think he was going a little nuts. See, he got this little girl named Fila. I had never seen her. I guess when he started to sense some trouble, he had some of the villagers take her out into the hills, protect her. We're in this camp, we start hearing these stories about how troops are going out to the hills and killing anybody they find.
Let's find Fila. Let's go.
He wants to escape, right? He wants to get out of there. He wants to find his little girl. And he's going to do it no matter what. There was this guard there, Stan. He approached me. He tells me that every prisoner who's ever tried to escape has been killed. And that if I should know any prisoner who's thinking about escaping, I should tell him about it, because he'll take this prisoner and he'll put him away in this hole for a couple of weeks. But hey, that's better than being shot in the back, right? So what am I supposed to do? You know, I tell Darius over and over again, don't try to escape because they're going to kill you. If they kill you, you're not going to do your little girl any good. Well, he doesn't want to hear anything about that. All he wants to hear about is getting out of there, escaping, and bringing his little girl to safety. I love that man like a brother, Angela. And the last thing I wanted was for him to be killed trying to escape. So I found this guard, Restant. And I told him I had the name of a prisoner who was gonna escape. Darius Bashtar. Darius. My friend.
Johnny was in the kitchen when he noticed his mother with a really weird grin. See, that day, she found...
So look up their spirits, and now they're gonna hurt us. The book says so. It says it right here.
Yeah, but Sugar, you can't believe everything you read.
The ghosts do want to hurt me. That's why they wrote my name in the dirt.
At night, when the world sleeps. You know why we sleep?
'Cause we're tired.
Brilliant, but there's another reason. We'd also sleep because it makes scary thoughts float away. Allow me to show you. First, we must be frightened. Then you go to sleep, and you lay down and you... Tissue, please. And then the great googly moogly spirits just float away like this. So what do you say, Squirt? You ready to go make those spirits just float away, huh?
Yeah.
Good. Well, then hit it. Good night.
Good night, Dad.
Oh, I love you. Say good night, Luna.
Good night. Good night, Sugar.
All right, this book.
Okay. All right. Careful.
You look like you got some spooky things going on, too.
First off, I'm worried about little Al, honey. That little child is petrified about these spirits. I don't know how to help him. Then there's Marty.
What about her?
I thought I could help her by showing up in court, being there for her. And the more I heard everybody testify about her rape, it brought up all my memories about my rape and all that pain with it, and I just had to get out of there.
You know, Marty has got a whole army of friends there to help her. And the commander-in-chief is Wade Pruitt.
Yeah, and I need that on the double. Great. Thanks.
Who are you talking to?
The people who are going to deliver your meal in about 15 minutes. Marty, you need a decent meal, and I'm here to make sure you're going to get it.
That's why you're always trying to feed me. I'm not hungry.
Well, you're going to be when you see this food, believe me. I guarantee that you're going to see your reflection in your plate when you're finished, and that smile to go right along with it.
I'm not used to guys looking at me the way you do. Usually their eyes are hard and greedy and full of...
Marty, that's exactly why you have to go through with this trial, to make those guys pay for what they did. Don't you ever forget that.
Even if I lose?
Hey, the trial just started. It's bound to take a lot of twists and turns before it's through. This isn't over yet. When you get up on the stand, that jury is going to know in their bones that you're telling the truth. And they're going to find Powell, Todd, Zach, and Kevin Buchanan guilty as charged. Talk about rough days, huh? This one goes right up there with the day Jason and Leanne took Duke.
You know, it was pretty rough on me, too. As if worrying about you wasn't enough, I had to sit there and watch my parents go at each other's throats all over again.
What do you mean all over again?
Well, they fought constantly before they got a divorce. But somehow today was worse.
Why?
Back then, I just wanted them to stop, and now I want one of them to win. And they are so competitive, it just brings out the worst in them.
Rachel, if today was Nora at her worst, I hope she stays this rotten throughout the rest of the trial.
She's pretty good, isn't she?
Good? Good? She is like the legal equivalent to a smart bomb. I mean, she got Marty's two strongest witnesses to end up hurting Marty. There's no way that jury is gonna convict me and the guys, as long as she can do that to the other guys that that Hank is subpoenaed. Rachel, what's the matter? Rachel, what's going on? Look like you've just seen a ghost.
I didn't want to have to tell you this, especially not tonight with you feeling so good about how the trial is going so far. But I'm one of those witnesses you want my mother to take apart.
What?
Yeah, I already got the subpoena.
What'd you get? It smells good.
I thought you said you weren't hungry.
Maybe I'm just curious.
Uh-huh. Well, you just sit down here and let me handle this.
How's this?
Perfect. And now it's a little more perfect.
How long is this gonna take?
Hang on. And now it's the most perfect.
Oh my gosh. What a feast. Fried chicken?
Please. Southern fried chicken.
Mashed potatoes. Oh, and cornbread and... What's this?
Black-eyed peas and collard greens.
I am hungry.
That's good, because this is the best comfort meal in the world.
I don't know what it is, Wade, but whenever you're here, I forget about everything I'm afraid of. This is incredible.
So's your appetite.
I know. Food hasn't tasted this good since... Well, you know, since...
This is what a night is supposed to be like. Good food, good music, good friends. Not bad dreams.
You make this house seem like a home. So... feel safe with you here.
I'm glad.
I don't know, this may be selfish, but... Would you mind staying here again, sleeping on the floor?
I never had any plans to go.
I don't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to see how the first day of the trial went. I don't think this is a good time for me to be here.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. The trial, it
Vicky,
was...
please don't. You were talking about Clint. I don't want to intrude on family troubles. I'll just wish you a good night.
No, you don't have to go.
That's all right. I understand. I'll call you. All right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, what for? You should have convinced him to stay.
Stay? I would have thought he's the last person you want to spend any time with.
Vicky, you're in love with the man, aren't you? I mean, haven't you been thinking about living with him?
Yeah.
Well, then you should spend as much time with him as you possibly can. And that's a quote from Clint again.
I'm very surprised to hear you talk this way.
Vicky, Clint knows that the only reason that you put off this divorce is so that the two of you can stand together for Kevin right now. And now until Clint recuperates.
You know, Sloan is not the only man I love. In a way, I will always love Clint.
Well, he loves you more than life itself. And he always will. No matter how much your life together has changed.
I wish you were here. I wish you were sitting right here. at the trial with us.
You gotta understand. I thought that I was helping him. I thought that I was helping Darius. I thought I was saving his life.
You thought that you could save your friend by giving his name to the guard, yes.
Look, if I hadn't, he would have tried to escape, and he would have been killed, okay? And the guard, he swore to me that Darius wasn't going to be hurt. I mean, he swore it. The next day, they came to our cell, and they grabbed Darius, and they threw him up against the wall. They made me watch the whole thing.
This belonged to Darius, didn't it?
Two new powerful values from Eureka. Bravo Boss with 8 amps of power, World Vac Mega Boss with 10 big amps. Both with onboard attachments to zap dirt above or on the floor. Bravo Boss, Mega Boss, lightning strikes twice by Eureka.
Cousin Dave, you know, I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already.
Well, me neither.
Hey, Dave, I want to get something special for the twins.
Well, there's a great...
Would you like a glass of water?
No.
Would you like to stop for a while?
No, Angel, I gotta tell you, I gotta get this out now, because if I don't get it out now, I may never tell anyone. I thought that he was gone. I thought that he was dead. But I was wrong. He started to move. He had no idea that I was the one who had betrayed him.
Don't try to talk, okay? Just... Only one thing I ask of you. My Vera. Take my daughter out of this country. Please. Thank you.
I'm never gonna forget that look he had in his eyes.
Thank you, my friend.
That's why I can't sleep anymore, Angel, because I keep seeing this look. He looked at me. He had this trusting, pleading look in his eye for what I was going to do, take care of his daughter. Me, you know, the man who just killed him.
Cord, you didn't kill him.
Angela, he was dead because of me, all right? I mean, isn't that enough?
Cord.
This was his. He had it with him when he died. I've had it with me ever since.
This is Darius.
Yeah. And that's his little girl, Fila.
Now you can finally say goodbye to them. No, you can. Because you have faced your past.
Oh, I haven't faced anything. Look, that's not the end of the story, Angela. Believe me, it gets worse.
Why would Hank do that?
Because he wants me to get on the stand and testify about what I thought you and Marty were doing the night of the spring fling. And we both know what I thought that was.
You thought I slept with Marty.
As if it isn't bad enough that you've been accused of something as horrible as rape, For me to be forced to testify against you,
Hey, maybe you won't get called.
Oh, he'll call me.
Yeah, of course he will. All right, look, if he does, get through it. All right? I know how you feel about me now, and that is what counts.
Do you mean that?
Rachel, you believing in me is what's gotten me through this.
And I do. I believe in you. I know in my soul that you are innocent, and nothing can change that. And as long as we know that, then we can get through anything.
How can anyone take touching like this and turn making love into an act of violence? It's beyond me.
Hello? Sway to Marty. I want to know what nasty little thought came into your head just now and brought that shadow over you.
Believe it or not, I was thinking about Kevin.
Why?
Wade. I sat there today, staring at those 4 guys. And I saw each one of their faces over me. They raped me. But I just couldn't get over the feeling that there was something different about Kevin than the other 3.
Different how?
The way he looked at me, for one thing. I mean, he looked right at me. Like he was saying, why, Marty, why? And I still can't get over how intense he got at the church the other day. I feel like there's a piece of the picture missing, and Kevin's seen it, and I haven't.
Marty, you can't start doubting yourself now. I can understand how you might, after the kind of day you had today, but Kevin Buchanan is guilty. As guilty as the other 3. And that is exactly what Hank Gannon is going to prove.
I wish I had even a sliver of the confidence that you do.
That's all right, because I got enough for both of us. To carry us through this night and every other night until this trial is over. So you just can relax. You are safe, Marty.
Look out, America. The Choiceosaurus Sweepstakes is here. You could win $1 million or one of...
Al's willies are starting to get to you, too, aren't they?
Just shakes me up seeing that kid so scared. I mean, not that a lot of things didn't frighten me when I was a kid. I just want to find out if this is normal or if I really need to worry about it.
Fears or no fears, I think little Al is the luckiest boy in the whole wide world. He's got you for his daddy.
Set apple down.
Why?
So we can talk about, maybe about you and I making babies since you think I'm such a good parent.
I think we can talk about that after November when we're married, of course.
Oh, of course. But you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So you know my not so very soon to be wife, what do you think? Shall we bring some moody Holden babies into the world?
Am I disturbing you?
I pray for these kinds of disturbances. Please.
I was afraid you might be angry with me because I was sort of awkward with you earlier.
Don't feel awkward now, do you?
Oh, you're right there.
How's Clint?
Well, Bo spoke with him earlier, and he's mending. It's a long, slow process, but he seems to be much more reconciled to you and me than he ever was before.
Wow, that's good news. This is such a nice surprise. You're like a shooting star that's come by my window and lighted up the night sky.
Brightly enough to read by, huh?
All right.
I'm sorry. I know you think I'm absolutely
Vicky,
horrible. I
don't
have not
go
had
there.
1 minute.
Not another word. I know how you've been very busy. And there's a little part of you doesn't want to read the book. But you shall get the very first published copy, I promise you.
You are awfully good to me. Thank you.
We're good to each other. Not to mention for and with each other. And right now, tonight, that's all that matters.
Can you finish the story?
Yeah, I was alone. I was sick. I was starving. I was broken. I got into this fight, and they threw me in the hole for about a month. And I really thought I was going to lose it. The one thing I had to hold on to was Tina and the kids. I just wanted to be back home. I wanted to be back home so bad. I ached. I got out of the hole, and I don't know, a couple weeks later, the rebels, they attacked the compound. And they threw this mortar over the top of the fence, and it killed some of the guards, and it blew a hole through the barbed wire, and I ran. That was it. I escaped.
Didn't they try to chase you?
I don't know. I never looked back long enough to find out. I kept running. I ran all day into the night when it was dark. And then I saw the coast. You know, I saw all these foreign ships docked, and I knew that was my chance to get away. So I stopped because I needed to make a decision.
Whether or not to go after Fila.
I had promised Darius that I would take care of his little girl. And then I started thinking about these hills and how they were miles behind enemy lines and how I didn't speak but 2 words of this language and how I didn't have anything but this picture of this little girl. I don't even know how old she was, what she looked like anymore. And I knew that if I had been caught, I would have been killed on the spot, or I was thrown back into that camp, and I couldn't have taken that again. So I could either do that, or I could try to be back home with my wife and kids. So I said, forget. And that's what I did. I forgot that little girl. At least I tried to. And I hightailed it out of Java as fast as I could.
But it wasn't so easy coming home, was it?
No, I guess that's just life's sick little joke, huh? What goes around comes around.
Because you couldn't forget what happened in Java.
Well, what I forgot couldn't stay forgotten. I was haunted by this. And it changed me. So much so that I started to frighten away my wife and my kids. Hey, there's an irony for you, huh? The people that I had sacrificed every principle, every scruple I ever had for, the ones I wanted so desperately to come back home to, I drove them away.
God will forgive you, Cord.
Oh, but only I need to forgive myself first, right? That's how that works. How am I supposed to do that? What about Tina and the kids, huh? They're gonna forgive me, Angela? Now, you know what I think? I think that I'm gonna spend every night alone. Just seeing Darius's eyes burning through the darkness. I'm never gonna be forgiven.
Right there.
For me, looking good isn't about vanity. It's a job requirement.
Beautiful.
Even just a couple of flakes is a bad move.
So now that you know about this, you think any worse of me?
No, I don't. I think you're human. I can't judge you for the choices that you've made.
So what do I do now?
You close your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on. Come on. You close your eyes. You can't fly above the road back to life. You gotta walk down on it. That's the first step. You've already done that. Now you take the second step. And you let yourself mourn and rest and heal.
Rest. Angela, I'd give anything to find that little girl.
You're just sleep. For at least one night. Sleep.
So you're already home? No, I thought I would run into you here, so. Well, go ahead and pop those chili dogs in a microwave, and then I'll be right home. But you know, hold it. You know something? I love saying that to you, Nora. I'll be right home. Right. No, love under the same roof, that is the way to go. See ya.
Have I told you there's no one above you? Take away my sadness. Ease my trouble, that's what you do. All the morning sun and all its glory. Reach this day with hope and comfort too. And you fill my life with laughter. You can make it better. Ease my trouble, that's what you do. Oh, this is mine. I'm yours, that's mine. And it shines like the sun. At the end of the day, we will give thanks and pray to the one. Take away my sadness. Is my trouble, that's what you do.